Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So as of the recording of this, it's Saturday the 9th of September 2023, and yeah, I'm I'm going to London to go to the O2 Arena to do a bit of birthday shopping. Now you're probably thinking that my birthday does go on a bit, but the the reason it might seem like that is because my wife is actually 2 days older than me. So birthdays in my house, it's like Christmas because it lasts the whole week. So it's my wife's idea to go to the O2 to do some birthday shopping. But also she suggested that we go on the IFS cloud cable car. So I've never been on this before, but I think she went on this, not last year, the year before, when my son's school was doing Young Voices at the O2. So he was performing there with his school. So she was with some of the other parents that got down there early, and they went on, I think it was sponsored by Emirates back then, and they went on the cable cars. I mean, I've never been on it before. I've always wanted to. I mean, the last cable car I went on would have been in Tenerife, you know, when you go up to the, I can't even remember what the volcano is called, but that was a big cable car. That was years ago. Obviously haven't been to the new cable cars at Disney because I got banned from America. Although my ban is now over, but I don't know. I've just not got around to going back. But last time I was down Disney way would have been, well, it was 2019, and they'd kind of erected the poles that hold the cable up. So I'd seen that, and then obviously saw it, the progress on YouTube as the years went by. But no, I've not been on the cable cars at at Disney World in Orlando, but I'd like to. But I loved it. I mean, it was. I don't know why I've never done it before. It's run by Transport for London, so it's supposed to be for commuters. Come on, it's not. It's for tourists, and why not? If it makes money for London, it's good to see. I mean, the last time I was at the last time I was at the O2, because I used to drive past the Millennium Dome, as it used to be called, every weekend in a previous life via the Blackwall Tunnel on my way to South London, and that was another time. But the last time I was at the O2 Arena, that would have been 2008 when I went to see Paul Weller. Great venue, really impressed by it. But yeah, I think it's only in the last few years that they've started putting loads of shops in the actual arena. And yeah, and my wife said the shops are great, but I didn't know it was. I didn't know they had loads of shops there. It was like an outlet. So yeah, I was quite excited to go. But for someone who's already been on the London cable car experience, I wanted to get the best views of London. So I'm kind of moving around the cable car, and my wife's screaming, which then sets off my son, who starts shouting at me to sit down. I didn't know she was scared. I mean, it was her idea to go on it. But definitely, you should definitely check out the London cable car experience. We just did like an around trips. We just got on, and it took us all the way back. I think it probably, maybe 10 minutes, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, really, really good. Opened on the 28th of June, 2012. And it actually travels at 14 miles per hour. And and the line length is 3,600 foot. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. But yeah, we got here really early in the morning. So we left. We didn't plan to stay here all day because obviously we the traffic. We've got to get back to Bedfordshire. But we left Bedfordshire about 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time. I think we probably got here about, after 9, I suppose. Had to pay for the ULEZ. I could have got in my PT Cruiser, which, you know, is ULEZ exempt, but my wife doesn't like me driving at the best of the time, let alone in London. So so we paid the ULEZ and drove down here, and yeah, I mean this was good, and also being so early, there was no crowds at all for the actual cable car experience, and I imagine it does get busy during the day, especially as it was so hot that Saturday. But but I mean the Millennium Dome, because that's what I call it. I mean it's all, you know, I never went to the actual experience when it opened on the officially opened to the public on the 1st of January 2000, because it initially had a private opening on the 31st of December 99, where the Queen was there and Tony Blair. And I knew people had gone to the experience, because I was living in London at the time, but there was nothing there that interested me. I mean, looking back now, it's something that I would have been interested in to be part of it. I'd be more interested in it now than I would have done in 1999, 2000. But the things that stood out for me were, I wanted to watch the Blackadder. I love Blackadder. I wanted to watch the Blackadder special that they filmed especially for the Millennium events. And obviously I've seen it since it's been on telly loads of times, but I've seen it since it was at the Millennium Dome, and it was a fun episode of time travel. So that was good. That stood out for me. Also the diamonds. There was that diamond heist at the Millennium Dome, and one of the guys that I worked with, he got jury service, so he was on the jury at that case. That went on for ages and ages and ages. So he was off work for months, if I remember. But I mean, they're the two things that kind of stood out for me. But it cost. The dome was completed in 1999, and it cost £789 million to actually complete it, and most of that came from taxpayers' money. And in 2023 terms of money, that would have cost £1.45 billion to complete. That is just madness. You know, no wonder so many people were upset by it, especially as it stood empty for quite a long period until they opened up. I think there was like a winter wonderland they opened up one Christmas, and my wife actually went there. She mentioned, I'm sure there'll be loads of Christmas stuff at the O2 Arena, because I hear they've got a Lindt shop, and my son loves Lindt chocolate, and obviously they sell advent calendars as well, and it's not too far, it's not too long away, is it? But one of the things I didn't realise about the Millennium Dome is that they had the Millennium Dome show. Well, I mean, I did hear about it, but it was all sponsored and managed by Disney. And apparently, I mean, I don't know how true this is, because this doesn't make sense to me. But I read on the internet that at the end of the event, a lot of the experience was sold off, or sponsors just took it out of the dome. Some people bought it, collected. I think there's a collector who bought loads of stuff. I don't know if he's in America or Australia or something. But apparently the actual Millennium Dome show was transported back to Disney Hollywood Studios, where it was used to create Toy Story Midway Mania, which opened in May 2008. So, I mean, I've been on that ride. I've not been to Toy Story Land because I got banned. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how true that is. I mean, obviously, Midway Mania is still there, but when I was last there, the entrance was on that little street, just behind Streets of America, and now they've closed that the original entrance off, and that is now like I think it's a fire exit, and obviously the entrance is on the other side of the building, which is in Toy Story Land. And then the other thing, apparently there was a play attraction at the Millennium Dome as well, and that was taken back to Disney World and converted into Soarin' at Epcot. And I've been on Soarin'. I don't know how true that is. I don't think that's true at all. I've never heard of that. But thank God for the internet. so there's shops that I'm really interested in going because it's my it's a birthday shop. I'm going on a trip, so I've been looking for a new rucksack because my last rucksack is it's knackered. So I'm looking for a rucksack because I'm going on holiday. After what happened, it's not. I've had worse years. It's not been a great year, but after what happened with Senegal and then Dubai, I think we deserve a bit of luck. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? So we're going on holiday. So I'll tell you about that later. But look in the Lindt shop. Here's the advent calendars. My son, he always loves a little bit of Lindt chocolate. So we'll get him a few bits in there. But yeah, all the Christmas stuff is turning up everywhere. I remember seeing in B&M last week. You've got all the Halloween stuff and the Christmas stuff, and I love looking at all the different flavoured chocolates. I mean, look at that! I had to film this. I mean, this is beautiful. But yeah, so I want to get a new rucksack. But also, I love the they've got a Nike shop here, and they've also got an Adidas shop as well. And we're going to get some lunch, like a birthday lunch. But I like looking in the Adidas store because it's an outlet, so it's reduced prices. But I like looking at the Arsenal stuff because sometimes you get some right Arsenal bargains. So that's one of the shops I'm really looking forward to looking in, and also I'll see if they've got any decent rucksacks in there as well. Oh, and one of the things I did notice is because I'd heard about this, is the Mamma Mia show is here. So it does get busy. Does get busier from the afternoon because people usually go to the show and then get something to eat after. So I do know some people who have attended the show. They thought it was great. I've got no interest in going to see Mamma Mia. But yeah, my wife can choose wherever she wants to go for lunch. They've got a spoons here, the Stargazer, and I've got to be honest, this would be my choice if it was just my birthday. Can't beat a spoons, and I'm in a full English mood, but no, not good enough for my wife. So we shall find somewhere. We should find somewhere later on. They've got loads of places to eat. The last time I was here was when I mentioned I saw Paul Weller back in 2008. All they had in the O2 were like restaurants. And I went to Frankie and Benny's. I've been at Frankie and Benny's. It's not the best place in the world, but it's all right. The burgers were disgusting. It was quite obvious to me because of the amount of people who were going to see the Paul Weller concert. The burgers were preheated, so absolutely disgusting. So I think I've been to Frankie and Benny's since, but that really, really put me off Frankie and Benny's. It's not my preferred place. But here's a Nike store. So I went in here. Weren't much great stuff in here. Looking at the bags, I had some nice bags in here, but not really for me because I need the little side bits for my because this is for my trip. Because I'm going to a theme park. I think my son's still got a limp, right? He'll recover, but he's doing really well since he broke his leg in Dubai on our first day, and I think we deserve a bit of luck. So I need a new rucksack. It's got to have room for water. I like the little side pockets for water. Have my camera in there. Do a bit of filming because I couldn't do much filming in Dubai because it was quite difficult when you're pushing a wheelchair. So as I said, what is the worst that can happen? Although my wife says it's my turn. So yeah, in the Arsenal store, they had these beautiful, great prices. I saw this sweatshirt when when I got soaked and my Converse got ruined, and that was selling for £40. But it was a lot more money when it was being sold in the Arsenal shop, and they had this lovely grey hoodie and grey shorts. Shorts were £20 and the hoodie was £40. So as it was my birthday, I treated myself to the hoodie and the shorts because I'm going on holiday next month, so so it will be cold when I go to the airport, flying from Heathrow, which I'm disappointed about because there's no Lego store. So then I went in the New Balance store, and this bag is perfect. This bag, I bought this one. So I had a bit of a spend up. Hoodie, Arsenal shorts, and a New Balance bag. £25. Let your eyes be your guide. And this is what I'm saying. It's a proper outlet. Really, really good prices. Really enjoyed the O2. Although I'd have to say, I went to Wembley earlier this year, and that was brilliant. So I'll definitely go back to the O2, but probably not till next year. Time to get some birthday lunch. I want, as I said, I want a spoons, but you know it's the wife's birthday, so we went to the Slug and Lettuce. And the weird thing is, Slug and Lettuce is where we went to one in London. Me and my wife on it was one of our first dates. And I've not been in there since. And I even remember what we had. I think we both had the same thing. Like it was like a roast beef kind of sandwich or baguette. And the strange thing was, we got our table, and next to us was a couple, and they were on their first date as well. They were probably the same age as me and my wife, but they were on their first date as well, which was nice. But yeah, Slug and Lettuce. I went for the full English. I got to be honest, it was all right, but I was disappointed by the service. When I say service, I mean lack of service. It was terrible. I had to beg for butter. I ordered a cup of tea. No, I ordered a pot of tea, and they gave me a mug of tea. And I had to beg for sauce as well. Honestly, terrible service. Very, very disappointing. There's probably a reason why I've not been back in the Slug and Lettuce since that first date with the wife back in the day. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed the O2. Nice little birthday day out. And one of the good things is, I mean, we had to pay the ULEZ, but you get free parking for the first 4 hours. So I think we got there about 9:30. And I think we left about 1:30, so we didn't have to pay anything for parking at all. And the parking is literally 5-minute walk, literally right next to the actual cable cars, and like 5-minute walk from the O2. So really, really good day out. Highly recommended, and I will definitely be back. But going back to my holiday, so we just booked a week away next month, where there's loads of theme parks. And when I say there's loads of theme parks, basically it's sunny, there's theme parks. Me and my son, we missed out. He's almost fully recovered, and it's really looking forward to it. But I'll let you know where we're going on holiday next Sunday, in Sunday's vlog next week. But you know, if you watch the video right to the end, there's a clue in the end credits. So listen to the end credits. This is the theme. This is the theme park that I want to be going to. Let me know in the comments below what theme park I'm talking about and where I'm going. But anyway, that's the end of the birthday video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for all the kind birthday wishes, which was lovely, unexpected. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. Also helps the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.